Welcome back, comic book collectors and enthusiasts. My name is Brandon, and you are watching Mon-Comics. Welcome, everyone, to the day that I put out my first video a year ago. Scared crapless, sitting over here with like 3 books behind me, trying to figure out my setup. I had holes in the wall I had to plaster, but somehow I made it through a year, and I am very grateful for that. And the thing I'm most grateful for is... I love all the comics I got. I love, all the hunts I had, but really it's everything right here. I don't think anyone who starts a YouTube channel has any idea where it's going to take them. Minus Dan. Sorry, Dan.
This guy.
He still has no idea.
I don't know if any of you guys have found that. I mean, I know Mike's over a year, Big B's over a year. Ryan and Akins are right behind me, I'm pretty sure. They're my pledge class, if you will. Mike, did you have any idea when you started at Bigby, the people the connections you would make, the people you would meet?
No way, not in a million years.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I just want to talk to the ether about comic books. Never thought for a second that anyone would watch at all, let alone subscribe or anything, or that I'd be doing this a year and a half later. So no.
Yeah, you're pushing towards 2 years. Bigby, how many years have you been on YouTube?
I started in January. I started January 3rd of 2023. So.
Happy birthday.
Oh wait, so you were just right before me?
Yeah.
I thought you were on here for a year. I thought you were just the elder of
the ancient wise one. No, I just started, and then you were asking me for. I'm like, you'd ask me a question. I'm like, well, here's what I'm doing.
That's true.
I thought you knew what you were doing. I thought you were kind of more along the lines of Mike, that you kind of started in and around when Mike's channel started.
Yeah, no, I started in January. Yeah, I started in January. Okay. That was the big thing with the CBCA awards. They didn't think, because of my subscriber count and my number of videos that I had put out, they didn't believe that I was new. So.
Hell yeah, that's the way to run. If you're going to deceive someone. Hi, chat. Hi, everyone in the chat. Thanks for hanging out. Most people know everyone on here, but we have Mr. Akins from What's on the Comic Rack. We have Ryan, the Colossus Collector, our Canadian representation tonight. Dan of Dan's X-Men Comics, who is really close to starting a channel. He posted a reel on Instagram that might as well go viral because it was the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
It was hilarious. It was amazing.
Yeah, when you were in a robe drinking vino, shushing off the other grades, I was dying. I spit out my drink. My kids were like, "What are you doing, Daddy?" And I'm like, "Nothing."
Thank you.
The next one up is Bigby McFly, the comic guy, creator of the legendary #comic book shoutout movement. And
coming back next week.
We just got word that it's coming back next week. He helped people grow their channels in ways that I haven't seen anyone else on YouTube doing. There's always been the community posts, community tag 5 top 5, but I've never seen anyone, what's up, Ryan, create something so amazing. So thank you for that. And then Mike, Lunch Money Comics, for whom I would not probably be sitting here if it wasn't for watching Mike. I was catching all the toxic people when I first got on, and I was like, this kind of sucks. These guys are a-holes. And then I found Mike, who was just out there hunting stuff, and I was like, well, if he has all this place around him to hunt, and everyone else has LCSs they can get to and do pull boxes and stuff, I have to order mine online. So there's got to be other people out there that have to shop like I do and put their collection together like I do. Would I much rather see it in person, especially when it's a bigger book? Sure, everyone wants that, but through this community, you learn the outlets to find amazing sellers that, are going to do you right, are accurate. Mark from Collectibles that we've all watched and bought from, he estimated that Savage Tales at a 4.5, and he nailed it. It came right back as a 4.5. So that's pretty, that's, even if it had been a half a point above or below, I would have been fine. That's in the wheelhouse. Bigby, you're all right.
He didn't like the position he was in.
Right.
You can't wizard hop on my stream.
I preferred on the left side. Thank you.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Dan?
instead of
Gandalf,
Everybody
what are you doing?
disappeared, and then I came back. I don't know.
What's up, Steve Driscoll? Big B McFly, the comic guy, says hello, everyone. Los from Carlos's Comic Journey. What a great guy. Awesome
Get on the
guy.
train.
Get on the train. A couple things I want to do tonight. Ryan, what was that? Isn't that tool free to do like giveaways in the chat where you do hashtag?
Yep.
What is that under on? I've been here for a year and I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, hold on. Let me just pull.
Well, I want to do some giveaways tonight.
Let's go ahead and Google it.
I've got some. Well, let's look at the chat, but I got some books to give away. 3 different 3-book prize packages to just thank everyone. And also, I've got a couple. I've got Stepo. I wish I had room for one more, man. I don't have the premium version. I've got the free version, so I can only have 6. But I've got Stepo. We're gonna talk because we're gonna do a little sit down. It's gonna be awesome. If anyone's not following Collecto6 on Instagram, please go do it. It's unreal what that guy has. Let me show. I want to start off by showing one. I've seen it. I want to show just tonight. I wanted to talk to you guys. I want to thank you for everything. I thought we could all show some comics. I've got one of my collecting goals from 2024 is next to me scratched off, which is great. And a couple other my pickups. And if you guys got any books you want to show, that'd be great. But let's start with a clip. A couple people couldn't be here tonight, so they wanted to send some clips, and I'm gonna start with Bruce from Up North Comics sent this.
Nice. My name is Brandon, and you're watching M.O.N.Comics. My man, M.O.N.Comics. A whole year of you, dude. Can't wait for next year and to see what kind of stuff you come up with.
Thank you, Bruce. That was sweet. Emulating the opening. Good job, Bruce. Bruce, I met 10 years ago from Vintage Star Wars Toys, and he is like immersed himself in the comic world, and he's learning a lot as we all keep doing. I love learning. I think we're all love to be educated in some way or shape or form, whether it's the history of the comics. Mike, I just watched your video on the Atomic comic you got, man. That was beautiful. What a buy, even in that condition. Who cares? What year was that?
46.
I would like to. I almost made it a collecting goal this year to have a comic below 1950. Like that's just. It's going to get tougher and tougher. I mean, you know, they're out there, but as you proved. But yeah, that was pretty amazing. Ryan, what was that under?
I dropped it into the private chat. The link.
Ooh la la, private chat.
Tech savvy guys.
It's not part of StreamYard, Ryan?
It is part of StreamYard. It's like StreamYard / giveaway tool.
Oh, there we go. Okay, all right. I got it queued up for when we're ready. But let's get some people in the chat first. Or not chat. Let's get some books showing first. So I am going to start with Mr. Akins. Why don't we get you on the board?
We're going to play a little game called Does Brandon Own This Comic?
Cool.
All these comics have who on the cover? Any
Mon
guess?
thing.
Man thing.
No, Mon thing.
Mon thing. Does Brandon own this comic? Do you, Brandon?
Nope.
This is actually the first comic I ever read. This is from 1976 that had the Man Thing in it. This is the first comic I ever read that had him in it. Now, this is written by Steve Gerber. I don't think it's the best story. I think the best thing in this comic was the Man Thing, but it's not high on a lot of people's list, but it is high on my list because it's the first time I ever read anything with the Man Thing in it. Number 2, does Brandon own this comic?
Nope.
I like chat. Tell us if you own it too. I like what AJ's doing here.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, that's another game that people play. What they usually do is the first number is if they have it, / the second number is how many have been shown. So if you've got 1/2, you've had 1 out of the 2 that we've shown. And Brandon has 0 out of 2. Okay.
The thing is ripped in that one.
I like that portrayal of him, yeah.
The next issue then. Got that one, Brandon?
I do not.
Okay.
They're all modern.
0 out of 3. Let's go. Okay.
Rip, check out those hips.
Yeah, I know. Look at that.
Meatwad number 1 has has 1 out of 2.
How about this one, Brandon?
What?
You got this
Oh
one?
no, but man, is that Eternity in the background? Is it supposed to be?
I'm not sure. I don't know what. This has been so long since I've read this.
Anyone else recognize? Doesn't that look like Eternity, kind of like a
I think
silhouette?
he's breaking through the Nexus. Isn't he the guardian?
Oh,
of
is
the
that what he's
Nexus?
doing?
Yeah,
It's like
Jumping
it's
portals.
a space background, right? But it's like broken glass or something. In
Oh
front
yeah,
of him.
he's being awesome like that.
Well, dang. I'm glad I showed some that you don't have, Brandon. How about this one?
Yes, First Despair.
Nope, I do not.
See, this is a Marvel Tales. This is actually a reprint of Marvel Team Up number 68. So do you have Marvel Team Up number 68?
Somewhere I do. Somewhere
Okay.
I do.
Okay. Well, that's my 5.
Is that the one with Spider-Man? Like the man thing's like it like sucking him in, like enveloping him. I'm pretty sure.
That's Marvel Team Up. I think 122, maybe.
Sophie
that's
has
not
that
this
one.
one.
I don't have it.
No. Man Thing was in 2 issues of Marvel Team Up. Number 68, which this one is a reprint of, and I think it was Marvel Team Up number 122. Those are the 2 issues that he was in a Marvel Team Up. Wow, I'm glad I tried to pick 5 that you would not have, and I scored pretty good on that.
I mean, here's the thing. Remember, we're trying to stay laser focused at all times. So I was going after his first run, first appearances. That stuff, if I'm at it, like I said, if I'm at a shop, I will see it and I will grab it if I see it, when the few times a year I'm at a shop. Like especially because like I do to bring my kid, and that's awful. Hey Gene Malo, what's up, buddy? Colossus, you got some books to show us?
Nice deep cuts.
I mean, I got some stuff kicking around.
I got some stuff.
I'll show this because this came from my friend Brandon from Moncomics.
That cover is so sick.
80 kind gift from my friend, and this is, I think, the first appearance of the Cosmic Cube. It's like in and around there. I think
it's second.
Or it's second, yeah. It's like it's basically the introduction of the Cosmic Cube. It's part of that storyline. So pretty cool book. Thank you, my friend.
Absolutely.
Since I got that handy, thought that'd be good. I got X-Men 390. This is love
that cover.
Colossus dies in this one. It's tragic.
How does he come back?
He sacrifices himself to cure the legacy virus. Very Colossus, selfless move.
Yes.
Don't worry, he comes back.
It's comics. Oh man, best covers.
Silver Age black battle cover.
That looks really nice, dude. I know it's in Mylar, but
pretty good. It's it's definitely Mylar enhanced. It's definitely got some wear along the spine.
Oh god.
Brian loves his black covers.
I do. And then
Thank you.
135. Giving one of these away at 1K.
You're so close, buddy. You're so close. End of the weekend.
I got more, but I mean,
baby,
you could come back to me if you run out of time.
Yeah,
or you have too much time.
Let's do a giveaway quick. So everyone in the chat, give me a hashtag indie, because we're going to give away some indie books. I've got Pit number 1. Classic. Aliens. What would it be with Aliens or a Moncomics show without some creatures? So 1 of 4 of the Hive, and of course
Missionary.
An awesome Predator, the Bloody Sands of Time decapitation cover. That's great. So hashtag indie in the comments, and I'm going to give these away. I'll ship these out to whoever win them. Yeah, INDY, everyone. INDY, we'll say.
Indie.
I wanted to thank people like the support from the community, and then just people that are out there watching videos. I think you guys can all attest to it. It's pretty amazing. So I've got spare books, and I just wanted to thank anyone. You guys feel free to enter too. Panel can enter too if you guys.
You guys got to spell it the same though. I'm pretty sure.
INDY. We're gonna go INDY. So RLM
Like
Comics
Indy
and
500.
Collectibles. Do INDY, and we'll let that go for a second. Dan's X-Men Comics. Did you bring some books to show tonight?
I got something.
Did you bring
He's
X-Men
always
comics?
got boxes right next to him.
They're always right here.
If you started playing a
Dan, so
song
I
and
can
had a
get a
whole
good
skit,
score out
I'd
of
lose
this.
my shit.
Dan, I was
Yeah, hear me and roll the reel.
Dan, I was looking for my I was looking for the Despair X-Men comic.
Yeah,
You just
despair
read-
with a Y and a
Yeah. You should
Annual, right?
throw that
It's an
out.
annual.
I'll find it.
the most
No,
ridiculous.
I think
I'll
that's,
have it when you get to me.
no, it's part of the Claremont run.
Oh, that's right. It's one of the 140s. It's a 140
Yeah.
issue.
Okay, I have the my submission from CGC. I already showed 2 of them, but I do have one more I haven't showed. But here, I'll just show these. Ugh. I got a 9.8 on the Hulk.
Woo!
Real? Was it a genuine 9.8? I don't think so.
Mike said it right. CGC graded it. It's a 9.8.
9.8.
Yeah, they did grade it at 9.8. I'm starting to feel better about
It's-
it ever
There
since.
you go.
Certified grading system, so
If I can't trust them, who can you trust? And then this one I just talked about today. I mean, I am absolutely floored because I did not expect. I still can't believe that I got this in a 9.8. It's like kind of really emotional for me because this was the first like Grail comic for me. I think, when I got it, it was like a $50 comic, but I could never afford something that expensive, however many years ago, 18 years ago or whatever. And pulled a 9.8. And then here, this one I haven't shown yet, but this one I'm probably maybe the most excited about. I got the 9.6.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. So,
when did you get that?
Show that again. What are you doing?
Well, that was quick.
I got this one. So these are the 3 I sent in my submission. I give them to my my presser cleaner. His name's Lee. What is it?
Nice.
KKL Comics on Instagram. KKL_comics. Like these. It's just that I'm so how do you say? I can't believe it, and I feel super very honored,
Hold on.
privileged to own those. It's just
Since we're helping you start your channel, pull that book back out. We got to give it a little more love.
I have a 7.0 and I'm
what
so
year is
jealous.
that?
so this one's from what is it? 80, 70? Okay, 80. Yeah,
So that book is as old as I am. And,
1980. Yeah.
and it looks. And who's the creative team on it?
So this was, I think, Terry Austin and John Byrne and Chris Claremont, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And what's over on the right hand side?
The significance of it.
Yes.
Oh, it's the first appearance of Kitty Pryde, Emma Frost, Hellfire Club, Sebastian Shaw, I believe. Yeah.
Just a few characters.
Yeah. Oh, guys, and there's a Mastermind appearance in it too.
Trifecta first appearance.
Yeah.
Mastermind sounds a lot cooler than saying Johnny Storm goes to college. You know what I mean?
That is true. Yeah. So, I'm incredibly I just can't believe it. It's, to look at where, like just like your channel, Brandon, to look at where, we were a year ago or earlier, and then take a snapshot of where we are today with our collections, with our channels. It's just amazes me. And I think that, I only have you guys to thank, and whoever else has helped us along, with advice, with all the help that we've gotten from channels like your guys's. I mean, I thank you guys so much for being able to consume your content and learn from you, to feel like I am where I am. So appreciate you guys so much.
Wow. Can't wait to start your channel and you're really good at this.
Hashtag comic book shout out, y'all.
Oh, it's coming. Okay. So I'm going to run this giveaway. I'm going to start collecting comments. 16 entries. Congrats to
Are you sharing your screen?
I can't because it's over on like the side tool. Big Me McFly, the comic guy.
Are you kidding me?
He is the
Big
master
E.
of winning stuff.
You should give it to somebody else.
Do you want me to redraw?
We can
Yeah,
redraw.
go ahead and redraw. That's okay. I don't want anybody to be upset.
You're a kind soul, Bigby. Dan's X-Men. Just kidding. Ben Compton.
Ooh, Ben Compton. Nice.
Ben,
Congrats.
congrats, man. I think he's won on my streams before. Good job, Ben. Well, that was a good giveaway. Guys, before we go any further and show more books, Ricky from All Sorts of Words sent me a clip that I'm going to play for you guys because I've been watching. I've watched it probably 10 times since he sent it. And no one else has seen it. I haven't shared it with anyone. Just get a load of this. When he sent this, just one of the funniest guys I have ever. In your life, like throughout your life, you meet these people and you're like, oh, I bet this guy was the funniest guy. This guy might be like the funniest guy I've ever met. So here we go.
Ricky from All Sorts of Words, and I'm here to celebrate my friend Brandon's 1 year on YouTube. He's accomplished so much, and he deserves to be lauded. So laud we shall. I wanted to treat this like a best man speech. Maybe share some things with you guys that maybe you don't know about Brandon from M.O.N.Comics. Ever since he first reached out to me and we started texting back and forth, both on Instagram and in like phone texting, he says son all the time, like, damn son, or hey son. Check out this text message that he sent me, which leads into the next thing that a lot of people don't know about Brandon, is that he's like weirdly obsessed with the concept of time travel. He's always talking about time travel with me, and it's weird because I bring it up in front of all of our other friends that we have in our group chats, and he like never talks about time travel with them. It almost seems like it's exclusive with me that he talks about traveling through time and time machines and all that nonsense. And the other thing, he's always talking about my mom. You know how bros talk about each other's moms, right? This is some delicious sausage. Your mom likes sausage? It's not like that, though. He's like asking about her. And that's when the weirdest things he says come out. He says stuff like, does she remember me? Which is weirdly obsessed with the concept of time travel. No. He says son all the time. No, that doesn't make sense. Time travel, time travel, time travel, time travel, time travel, time travel, time travel. No. Daddy.
Wow.
Oh my god, that is so good, dude.
I seriously could not stop laughing. Anytime I needed to laugh today, I just freaking put that on. I was like,
how does he come up with this stuff?
I don't know.
So quick.
Man has read many books.
Anyone in the chat who is not following All Sorts of Words, do yourself a favor and go look at the stuff he does.
You're gonna get in on the ground level, y'all, because this guy's set for liftoff.
Ricky, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for sending that. He texted me the other day and he goes, I need you to text me on Instagram. I invented time travel, son. Okay. I'm like, voice text or text? He's like, no, just text it. So I texted to him, and then it all made sense. When he was like, so
my question is like, how many hours did he think about like, how am I gonna wish Brandon happy anniversary? And like,
I bet it took him 5 minutes to come up with that. He's so clever.
That's true. I will give him the credit on that. But he also seems like the kind of guy who would literally take days to think about that so that he could do something awesome like that.
You wait till Terrificon. So he's gonna blow our minds.
It's gonna be crazy.
He's gonna tell us to do something and be like, trust me, and then he'll make the most wackiest, craziest video that just is So yeah, he sent me that. I had to play it. I had to show you guys. It's been killing me. I was going to share it in the chat, but I wanted to see the look on all your faces as you were watching.
And I didn't doubt him for a second that you say son all the time, and that you talk about time travel with just him. I'm like, does sound like something that Brandon would do.
I do love Back to the Future, side note, and like the concept of like going back and seeing if I could go back in time, if the top 3 moments, one would be to see my parents fall in love again. I think that would be an incredibly cool concept. Like, you know, that like to go back in time and see that. So when he started doing that, I'm like, man, how's he know I like Back to the Future? This is weird, you know. So it was good stuff. So let's Mike, did you bring a couple books tonight?
Yeah, I can. I'm always Johnny on the spot. So first and foremost, since you guys asked for it, I have my number behind me. It's 144. Brian was right on the spot there, right in the 140s. You see Man-Thing on fire.
I love that cover.
That's a cool cover, right?
Brandon, that would have been good for Big Hands and Fire on Collector Club the other night.
Oh my god!
Damn.
Yep. Next up, we have I have a couple books here just inspired by Brandon. I grabbed them. I know you have this one, but classic Man-Thing, Lady in the Red Dress. Love this.
Yeah.
Talked about this on my channel recently. This cover picture has nothing to do with the inside of the book, like at all. No point does this.
Gotta love when that happens.
But how Gerber ended this storyline is awesome in that. I don't know if you've read it and like how he.
I have it.
Yeah, it's like his last series. It's like his last issue on that run, and the way he writes himself out of it is amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
Why isn't that lady on fire?
She's not afraid.
No.
I guess.
So I
She's
sent
not
Brandon some
out,
stuff
by the
for
way.
his 1 year anniversary not that long ago, kind of / Christmas. But Brandon, I have like a box of stuff for you because whenever I see anything that reminds me of you, I just grab it and throw it in a box. Before I knew it, the box is overflowing. So you probably don't want these. I know you have them all, but I have so many Predator comics.
I can't never have enough Predator. Are you kidding me?
No, it's embarrassing, and this just made me think of your giveaway you were just doing, which I actually love this cover.
Yeah, that's a sweet cover.
Recently, awesome. Brandon sent me a couple things. He sent me this one for Christmas. I had to show it off because it's fantastic.
I love that. That's so cool.
Right? Homage to Swamp Thing #1. And this is what Brandon sent me for my 1 year anniversary. He's completely surprised me there. A Chris Claremont signed, actually the very next issue, right? Yeah, number 145. Awesome Doctor Doom cover, and you see kind of there. It's hard to see Chris Claremont. There it is in the silver.
It's not on the.
Thank you, Brandon, for this. It's fantastic. Obviously, I love the X-Men. I love Claremont. Pretty awesome cover.
A rare non-trade dress sign.
Yeah, how you got him to sign there, I have no idea.
I made my own window box, and it was like, "I love you, Mr. Claremont."
You know, he groaned so much when he saw that.
Yeah. And then the last one, only because you guys just brought it up and it was right next to me. This is the one we're talking about. This came on my video earlier a few days ago. $5, man. $5 for a 1946 Atomic cover. Come on. So pretty sweet.
I got my Atomic cover for $5 too.
Yeah, yours is slightly better than mine. Show off.
the nuclear arms talk and how you were interested in science and stuff was awesome. And I thought, yeah, it was it's crazy. And those comics from then really.
I cut a whole bit out of that video, by the way, where I showed off other antiques I have from the Atomic Age. Cut them all out. There was an Easter egg at the very end of the video. No one figured it out, but I cut it all out. The videos go too long. I was just waxing poetic forever on, mutual annihilation. So thought it was a little heavy.
Containers of uranium and all that stuff that was in the back.
Yeah, if that had been the first video I watched,
off, things like that. I decided it was too much. So
imagine if that was the first video I saw of you before I started a YouTube channel. I was like, wow, this guy's kind of dark.
Yeah, in a year and a half, I can dabble and stuff like that. Yeah, exactly.
That Set the World on Fire song that they used back in those Fallout video game trailers. It's from like the 1930s.
Oh yes.
That would have been you do all that and you play it to that music. that would make it very yeah, that's the one.
Dan, you're great.
Wish I thought of it.
Bigby, did you bring some books to show?
Well, while everybody else was showing books, I dug through the box and grabbed books to represent everybody on the panel. So here we go. So Mr. Akins.
Ooh, nice.
Oh my gosh.
Raw, baby. Raw.
That can represent me too, if you'd like. It's all good.
And then Dan, didn't you say something about an appearance by Mastermind? Here we go. First appearance of Mastermind.
Yes,
Yeah.
14-cent comic.
That's why it's worth money.
That's
Right?
the only reason that
It's
book is
all
known.
about Mastermind.
Hell yes.
You can never show that one too many times.
Nah.
Never show it
Yeah.
many times. So this one is Ryan and Mr. Akins. So,
Oh, nice.
Nice.
but actually, I grabbed a book for Ryan, and then Dan showed it. So
That one looks really white.
Well,
Nice.
yep.
Oh.
Killer.
Bouncing around.
So I grabbed another one. Let's
Can-
see.
can
So
you
this
show
one, I like
that-
this one for Colossus.
Oh,
That's a good
yeah,
Colossus
I love
cover.
that.
I like that one.
Cigar cover as well.
Yep.
Yeah, cigar cover.
Can you show that sub Iron Man one again? It looks like super.
Yeah, I've got two of these. This one, somebody wrote half on it up in the corner box over Iron Man's face.
Is it as white as it looks on camera? Because it looks like super white.
Yeah, it's pretty white.
That's
It's
awesome.
whitey white. And I think that half is written in grease pencil. So, but
Awesome.
and then to represent Mike, I grabbed a Daredevil. So
Ooh, first Miller.
Chris
Yeah.
Miller and a Newsy,
Yeah.
and then Brandon, you know, first Man Thing in comics.
Yep.
Mhm.
Sweet.
Is that a sixpence?
It is a sixpence.
Nice,
It is a
dude.
pence edition. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
there you go. There's some books.
Got, you know,
Books.
I got that first issue of Man Thing of his cover appearance, and it's just he's so chonky in it. You know, all the books Akins was showing. That's how I imagine like cut and Diesel in that one. His hands like human too. Like it's not great, but I want to do another giveaway quick before I show some of my books. But this is for my so many X-Men fans on the stream tonight. So I got X-Men Unlimited, The Heart of Darkness. Big B.
To make yourself big.
Yeah, thank you. So I'm going to give that away. Hashtag X-Men, all one word, to get in on this.
I'm not entering this time.
Ooh,
X-Men
nice.
Days of Future Past trade paperback.
That's
Mhm.
dope.
Nice.
One of the best stories. And what would an X-Men giveaway be without X-Men #1? See, Ryan, I'm giving away X-Men
Collector's
#1s
edition.
over here.
Yeah, that's the best one.
Cover E.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Cover E.
hashtag X-Men for chance to win this little bundle. So
That's
guys,
the one that is. That's the only one of those that has the fold out with.
Mhm.
It's actually Cameo Omega Red.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a sweet one. So hashtag X-Men. Well, people are entering in that. I'll show some. I have a childhood friend. I grew up with his sister. He was a couple years younger, but he ended up coming back to Hamilton where I live, and he moved in like up around the corner from me on the hill I live on. And he texted me out of the blue today. He was the one that I helped rebag and board his collection. He brought him over. He had some decent ones. And he's like, I got something for you. Can you swing by the house on your way to the store? Because he knew I was going to get stuff for, kids. And I was like, sure. And he surprised me for my 1-year anniversary. He said, you got to celebrate that shit with X Factor #6.
Nice.
Newsstand edition. And it's in really nice shape. Like he had already kept them, Yeah, I just gave him what a great cover too. Who was the cover artist on this one, guys? Is this Byrne?
No.
That's not Byrne.
Might be.
Trying to remember.
Is it Walt Simonson?
No.
They were on X Factor for.
It's Ron Friends, I think.
Yes, I think that's who it is.
There you go.
I love the way the figures look. They almost look like action figures. I love
Right.
it.
You probably cut them out, didn't you, Akins?
No, that was a little bit later. I was older then.
And then working on one of my collecting goals this year is the Fear run. So I picked up Fear #2.
Film.
It looks like Fin Fang, but it's actually X, the thing that lived.
That's right.
Oh, come on.
That's
I know.
right.
I wish I was holding a Fin Fang Foom, but pretty nice shape. I mean, I think it was like
It's
10
Kirby
bucks
though,
for
right?
shipping. Yes, it is. These are all reprints too. The Fear,
Right,
the first
right.
9 Fear stories. So, but yeah, you can't beat the Kirby goodness.
Kirby, even when he draws 4-fingered monster hands, you can tell it's
Right. So this came in today. I should have done some pre-opening. My apologies. You guys ever ordered from my comic shop?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, we had that the other night.
What's the
My
bell
comic
for?
shop kept coming up. We kept saying my comic shop so many times that we said we've got to make it a drinking game.
Oh,
Really impressed with the packaging.
Everybody says how impressed they are with the packaging. What comic did Alan get for $15?
It was a Golden Age book that was a $2,000 book that was on my comic shop for $15.
Yes.
What?
How did he do that?
He put an alert for when that thing would come up, and when it came up, it said it's air and it's $15. And he's like, yes,
It's there and it's $15. So this one I actually saw. I was hunting it, and I saw it on eBay, and I looked at the price was $83, but the seller was my comic shop. So I was like, wait a minute. So I went over to my comic shop, and sure enough, it was $13 cheaper on my comic shop. So they're accounting for the eBay fees. So for $70 plus shipping, this is part of one of a two-part collecting goal I set. So it is. I haven't seen this yet. I love this pink cover. Invincible number 16.
Mm-hmm.
So I said I wanted to get a bad guy's first appearance. This is the first appearance of Angstrom Levy, who is the big bad in season 2. I liked his origin story in that, and I'm ordering the omnibus of Invincible because I don't want to get into collecting all. I don't want to go down that hole. I just said I wanted a key. I knew Next Gen Collector would like it. I wanted a first appearance of a good guy and a first appearance of a bad guy, and this pink cover was just awesome.
yeah.
It's got Adam Eve on it, and Robot, and Mark, and it's just awesome. Great pink cover.
He was trying to be a good
I
guy.
know what you're talking about when you're talking about these characters, because
Right.
I binged that entire first season. Actually, I binged the whole thing now, but I did the whole season, the first season, in 2 days after our last conversation about it.
So Ricky made it a point, like I was like, oh yeah, Invincible, like it's been out for a while, like 2004, and I'm just discovering it, and I watched the series and I fell in love because if you haven't watched the series, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but the first episode takes a violent twist that I loved, and the story's great, the characters are great. They couldn't have cast better voice actors for the characters in that show, in my opinion. They did a great job with it. So for a 9.4 for $70, I was really happy. And I picked this up before this one. Oh, so this went to Pine Bush, New York, or somewhere I don't know, an hour away from me. So I almost didn't get it today. Still only 35 cents. So when I was looking at these books, guys, I was like, why can't I? I was going to every Instagram sale, every whatnot sale. I'd pester people. Do you have 16 or 9? 16 or 9. No one had it. So I'm like, how, what's going on with this book? So I look, and like under the first 10 issues, I think it's 10 issues. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong, had very low print runs. So I was like, I looked up on the census.
It's more than the first 10 issues. It took a while for that book to catch fire. I had my shop during that time. It suffers from the same thing as Walking Dead did, where it took a while for it to catch on. And they're really a low print run.
Yeah, there was only like I can't remember the number on this one, but I know for this one, which is issue 9, was about 150 on the census. So yeah, we know there's raw books, but I was like, holy crap, like that's not a lot on there. So this is Invincible number 9, the first appearance of Monster Girl, and also Bulletproof. I picked Monster Girl. I liked her character in the show, and it kind of reminded me of my daughter because she could be really sweet one minute and then just become an absolute monster the next. So I thought Monster Girl's first appearance would be cool.
She's such a great character too.
Oh, because
every time she uses her powers, she gets younger. So she's actually a full-grown woman, but every time she uses her powers, she gets younger.
Yes, it is a really cool backstory to her. But so this was one of my 2024 collecting goals, was to get these 2 books. And I'm really thankful to say I did.
Congratulations.
9.4, thanks. Yeah, so 9.4. Awesome. Yeah, I was really happy.
If you decide you want to collect the run, let me know. We can haggle and finagle. I for a while there, I was picking up a lot of Invincibles, so I've got a lot of it.
It's crazy. Yeah, Next Gen Collector said a lot of the series like that. First 20 issues were under 10,000. Yes, that's what I read. Under 10,000. Let me go to the giveaway tool. We're gonna do the X-Men giveaway and see who's gonna get the X-Men books. So we got 15 entries. I'm gonna draw. They're going to.
You got 34 viewers and only 15 entries. Come on, guys.
Bruce, Up North Comics.
Ooh,
Congrats,
nice.
Bruce.
There you go. Congrats, Bruce.
Congrats.
All right, where am I? Okay. Guys, I just wanted to come on tonight. Does anyone have any more books they want to show before I just start to wrap this up? I just want to do a quick show and show some books. And
I got a couple.
you want to show a couple big before we go?
Sure. I'll show my Grail I just got, and then that Batman I just picked up.
Oh yes. We got to. People need to see this.
Yes.
So I picked this up from my buddy Collecto 6, Steven Steppo. First Wasp, 7.5 to an 8 condition. So I was happy to get that. It was on my. I gotta put the video out. I'm making it of all the Grails that I want to get for the year, but I preemptively got one before I made the video.
So, what is the importance of that book? Why don't you tell everyone?
This is the first appearance of the Wasp. So
it looks like it's in amazing condition.
Oh, it's astonishingly clean. Tales to Astonish is astonishingly
Gotta
clean.
use
Very
that.
clean.
Gotta use.
Crazy good.
Yeah. So it's like a 7.5 to an 8. It's amazing.
Does it have any marble tipping on it?
No, none. The only thing it has is it's got a spine tick, which has a little bit of a white spot right there on the guy's fingertip. That's it. For like major flaws.
That's pretty extraordinary.
Yeah. It's nuts.
Yeah, killer.
And then Steve, after talking to Steven, I was inspired to go to my Golden Age honey hole and look around, and I picked up this Batman 108 from 1956. And again, just I'm like, wait a minute. And the story was the guy's parents bought the comics for him all the way through his high school years. And when he got to be a senior in high school, he decided he was too old for comics. So he just threw them in a box, and they went in the attic in 1958, and they sat there until a couple months ago.
Wow. Does that book have any kind of significance, like key significance to it, or just
nothing cool? Real key? It's just like super high grade. You don't find books from the 1950s in like 9.4, 9.2 grade. So I think like I'll probably have to get that graded because like the last 9.2 went recently for $5,000. So
whoa.
Yeah. So
what was the year on that?
1956.
I wish I had a honey hole.
I'm gonna be putting out a bunch of short videos showing, because I actually got to go through all of the boxes at that guy's place and I pulled every book up to show on camera so everybody can see what kind of stuff. I just don't have the funds to be able to go there and buy books, but the guy's like, oh yeah, I think everything I've got's like 50,000, and I'm like, times I buy like 10 probably, but
hey Brandon, I mean, looking at where you are from where you were, you will find a honey hole. You just keep doing what you're doing, it will come about, and then you'll have a viewer that says, I wish I had a honey hole to you.
I don't know. You know what my channel's based on, Dan. I'm the mail guy, but let me go around the horn. I'd like to hear what everyone's got coming up for content so people in the chat can know. Akins, what do you got coming up?
All of my videos here lately are going to be things that I've been reading. One of my goals for this year was to reread everything I've ever read. To try to do it. So I've got 12,000 comics to read, and I've been reading a lot of comics. I figured out which one I started reading or which one I read first when I was a kid, and I'm going back through those things and finding out, oh, well, I actually got this from this person. Oh, my mom bought this one, and rereading those things and finding the key significance for me. Because a lot of times I don't have that many keys, but I do have comics that are key to me. Like, hey, this is the first time I saw George Perez art. Oh, this is the first time I ever saw the Submariner. So those are the types of videos I'm going to have coming out in the next couple of weeks. I think the next one is a Fantastic Four video because the very first comics I read was I found out it was a stack of Fantastic Four comics from 1976. Those are the first ones I ever read.
Spoken like a true collector. That's awesome. Colossus, what's going on with your channel, man?
On Friday, I have my very first meeting session of the Council of X.
Oh, yeah.
X-Men collector group. Just gonna get together every couple of weeks, every other week, to just nerd out on X-Men. And a few of
Sounds like Dan might be there.
A few council members are here with us tonight here, so looking forward to that. And I got a bunch of videos that I've already shot that need to get edited and up on the channel, so I'll have content coming out regularly over the next few weeks. And yeah, and a giveaway sooner rather than later. So.
And someone told me that some guy named the Undergrader is fighting the Hunter. That'll
right.
Oh my goodness, that was so good.
There's also some guy bouncing around YouTube as the Undergrader who's going to show up on all sorts of words on Monday to whip the Hunters back in.
We'll take it.
Richard said you look remarkably like that Undergrader.
All right. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
That's hilarious.
One question. Are we going to see any more reels like you composed for the Wolverine #1?
I got a couple ideas up my sleeve, but it's all about the Colossus Collector and the Council of X, and just hanging out with you guys. I mean, that's
you could put that reel on as a short.
Yes.
Start your channel, buddy.
Why do you guys want me to start a channel? I don't need that in my life.
That's a very good question, Dan. I don't know why we want you to start a channel.
It's like when somebody has a baby and they're like,
yes,
"You should
exactly.
have a baby."
Exactly.
We just want you to be, a content creator like us.
We're tired of being ashamed of people asking us why we let you hang out with us.
I still don't get it either. So I appreciate the time while I'm here. So thank you.
All right, Mike. You're right. Mike, I won't throw you up in surprise, Mike. Okay, I'll give you a second.
Okay.
All right, there you go. Just throw me up. There.
Yeah, after sort of a slow December, because the holidays and stuff, I ended up with a glut of footage in January. So I've been putting out 2 a week. So I'll have one Friday, another flea market, and then Monday I get some footage, and I'll be hunting this weekend. So yeah, I got a lot going on. So I'll be putting them out on Mondays and Fridays for a little while. Hopefully people don't mind.
That's awesome. Your videos come out when I'm driving home from work usually, and I have like the phone sitting next to me. I'm just listening to it, trying not to get in an accident. But Big B, what do we got, buddy?
Well, I just did a short promoting the hashtag comic book shout out. It's a teaser short. So we're going to be starting those again next week. And I'm going to be doing a series of videos showing stuff in the honey hole. No giveaways to where the location is or anything, but so some videos on that, and I got some great stuff coming up on the shorts, and there's something else. I forget. I got lots of stuff coming. Stay tuned.
So I guess I'll talk about my channel too. Saturday I'm going on the Codex Comic Station with a bunch of those guys. They're awesome guys. You want to talk about a bunch of guys that are intensely reading comics and have a wealth of knowledge to offer. It's those guys: Tim, Sal, Jamie, Uncle Gary. There's some other people on there. Forgive me, guys, for not mentioning them, but so I'll be on that Saturday, and then next week my video is my top sellers from 2023. So when I started this channel a year ago, one of my big goal was to promote good sellers and get them out there so that people that are trying to shop like me don't have to like get references or worry about being scammed, because there's so many scammers on Instagram. I know you guys notice that too. We're always alerting each other. So I've got a tried and true list now between Whatnot, Instagram, Facebook, and a couple eBay guys that I've actually talked to since, and are awesome. So I'll be putting that video out next week, and then just staying on the collecting goals. It's tough to, when you really want the books you want, like instead of getting the fodder for just, the stuff that you really don't need, but it's a cover buy, or, someone said read this story. So yeah, I'm going to try to stay on that. But guys, I can't believe it's been a year. You guys are the best. I appreciate all of you so much. And I just thank you for coming on my show. Thanks for being friends and talking comics at the drop of a dime with me. And thanks to everyone in the chat that watches my channel. I did not ever think it would go this far. So like, it's all just, gravy on top. I just never thought we'd get to this, here. But thanks everyone for coming and hanging out tonight. And I hope everyone has a great rest of your week. Check out these guys' channels. Make sure you sub them up. And go follow Dan on Instagram so we can pressure him further. Everyone have a great night, great weekend. Until next time, keep reading those comics.